Alright everybody, I'm back. I didn't do a video basically yesterday because I was setting this up. This is the using Action PC Basketball by DK Sports. This is the 1978-1979 NCAA March Madness. In real life, the championship game was Michigan State beating an undefeated Indiana State for the championship. Michigan State had Magic Johnson, and Indiana State had Larry Bird. So it was Magic versus Bird in the start of their rivalry. Let me just adjust a little bit here. So basically what we're looking at here is in real life, this was a 40-team tournament. If you watched my last tournament video, you know that I can't do that. I can only do like the multiple 4, 8, 16, 32, 64 format. So what I did was I went through, I took the 40 teams that made the tournament in real life. I found the counterparts or the same team that earned it in my replay. And then I went through and expanded that so that I had a 64-team tournament. I know it's not realistic to what actually happened, but it's what I'm choosing to do. It makes the way for Michigan State and Indiana State a little harder, but it makes it easier to set up in the game. And it was fun. So honestly, I can't wait to start doing some seasons where it's just like top 64 teams go. I went by winning percentage to determine the seeds. The overall number 1 seed. Well, I'll just tell you the 4 1 seeds. Let me go to my thing here. Duke, 962. Yes, they finally lost. They were 25-1. South Alabama with a 950. In the West, we had UCLA with an 815. And in the Mideast, we had Michigan State with a 926. Indiana State was a big disappointment because they, in the real life, they went undefeated until the championship game and then lost to the Spartans. In this, they had a 714 winning percentage. And, I mean, they did win their division. Well, they tied with Tulsa. And they made the tournament. So I guess you can't really say it's too much of a disappointment. But they didn't go 34-0 on the way to the, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, we're just going to play this so it doesn't get too long. We'll look at each thing like we did in 68-69. And I'm very biased. So go Michigan teams. And there is a bonus Michigan team in here that you'd never believe would be in the 64-team field. And it's not U of M, obviously. So let's go. I'm just going to start down here at New Mexico BYU. And work my way up because I am in bracket number 4. So the first game is the 6th seed here, BYU, against 11, New Mexico. We're just going to auto everything. Otherwise, we'd be here for days. Only the first one takes this long, everybody. Okay. Ooh, look at that. New Mexico with a 103-102 win over BYU. Balin with 33 points and 10 boards. Good game. Oh, BYU. Danny Ainge, 22 points. Runia, 11 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. We got a 2014 out of Taylor and 6 guys in double digits for BYU, and they still lost by 1. Let's see. Was it a buzzer beater? It was a buzzer beater. Look at that. No, I'm sorry. It was not. New Mexico scored with a minute to go, and then BYU almost tied it. I'm sorry. But still, New Mexico, the 11 seed. We start off with a slight upset. Now we've got number 3 San Francisco playing number 14 Long Beach State. San Francisco destroys Long Beach State 83-59. LBS with 4 people in double digits, including Wiley with 18 points and 10 rebounds. And if I see anybody that looks familiar, then I'll ask my my viewers, because you all know a lot more than I do. Cartwright, 32 points, 19 rebounds, 7 block shots. Is this guy anybody? Does anybody out there know? I mean, 32 points, 19 rebounds, and 7 blocks? Good Lord. He's the reason San Francisco wins this game. Okay, so there we go. And we got number 7 Oregon State and number 10 Utah. Oregon State wins handily, 80-51. Nothing much to say about Utah. And Oregon State, 4 guys in double digits. No double doubles. Just looks like a well-played game by Oregon State. I'm not even going to try and say, what do you call them, mascots, unless I know them for a fact. Oh, I got a new viewer out there. I know you know this game. Do you know if there's a way to, like right here, could I get their mascot? You know, over ORS over here? Let me know. I know there's a way to get player photos, but I'm not going to do that. That would take forever. So, okay, Oregon State moves on. And we've got number 2 Nevada Reno, believe it or not, playing number 15 Fresno State. Nevada Reno, 74-58 win. Let's see, a 19-point game out of a guy named Higgins for Fresno State. And then for Nevada Reno, look at this guy, Longaro, 11 rebounds, no points. All right, thanks for playing, dude. Thanks for the 11 boards. E. Jones, 16 points and 15 rebounds. Nice game. All right. And then we had an 18-point game out of M. Gray. Okay. Take it. So Nevada Reno, the number 2 seed in this bracket, moves on. All right. Number 5, Army. Yep, you're going to get some weird teams in here because I went just by winning percentage on in my invitations. We'll play number 12, Wagner. 63-69, Army takes the win. Wagner has 3 people in double-digit points. Excuse me, I don't recognize any of those names. Down here for Army, Coyne with a 20-point game. B. Brown with 17. Not seeing any. Well, there's a 5-steal game by B. Brown. That's pretty impressive. Okay, moving on. Number 4 Marquette will play perennial baseball favorite, 13 seed Cal State Fullerton. And Marquette wins easily with a 21-point victory, even though Cal State Fullerton had 4 guys in double digits, and this Roberts dude with 15 points and 15 rebounds, but he had 9 turnovers. So, Now, this is interesting. This guy clearly had, well, I guess they go by game score, don't they? Yeah, all right. Now, down here, Marquette had 5 people over 10 points, including Worthen, 17 points, 6 steals, 6 rebounds, and 11 assists. And yeah, he had 6 turnovers, but wow, what a game. 6-6, 11, 17. Impressive. Okay, moving on. Number 8 USC plays number 9 St. Mary's. And USC wins by 10. We had 5 double digits for St. Mary's. Not really recognizing any of these names. Okay, down here for USC. C. Robinson. Is this Cliff Robinson? Anybody? 13 points, 6 blocks, and 15 rebounds. That's very impressive. And yeah, I know I could easily look some of these up, but I like to get people involved. You know, I got a couple of people out there that I know pay close attention. So, but USC wins. Not a lot. I mean, if you look at it, only New Mexico State with that opener of a upset. Everything else has been the higher seed. So one of our number ones now plays. UCLA will play number 16, UC Irvine. UCLA squeaks with a 12-point victory over UC Irvine. And yes, I call that a squeak. UC Irvine, let's see, Bolden, 13 points, 8 boards. Conyers on the bench with 12 points and 6 boards. Okay. And then UCLA with 4 guys in double digits, including Van Degway, 13 points. That name sounds familiar. 13 points, 10 rebounds. R. Hamilton, 11 points, 8 assists. So, okay, well, that's bracket number 1. The first round is done, and only one upset so far. Fun. Hope you guys are enjoying these strange matchups, although it's starting to clear up a little. We'll go to bracket 3, and we'll do the same thing from the bottom to the top. So we have number 6, NC Charlotte. We'll play number 11, Louisville. Louisville's usually a favorite, but NC Charlotte wins by 7, 66-59, and Louisville just kind of balanced. No, only one guy over 10 points. He did it in 16 minutes. But 23 turnovers will sink you if you're only down by 7. And down here for NC Charlotte, got a double pronged attack. It looks like Kinch with 25 points, and then King with 27 points, 6 steals, and 12 rebounds. Wow! And they only made 10 turnovers. I will say something I do like about these earlier seasons is no 3-pointers. Because the modern game, if you can call it a game, is a joke. You know, it's just shoot a 3, shoot a 3, shoot a 3, go down to the other end. And it's kind of boring. Anyway, now we've got number 3, Gonzaga, versus number 14, New Mexico State. Gonzaga wins by 6, 74-68. Okay. New Mexico State, Gunn with 14 points and 9 boards. On the bench in 14 minutes, Britton, 12 points, 11 rebounds. Whew, impressive. And then Gonzaga, looks like they just played a good team game. 3 guys in double digits. But really, nothing else stands out. They just kind of did their own thing. And here's the first game that everybody's been waiting for. Number 7, Indiana State will play number 10, Florida State. This is Larry Bird. If they lose here, then we will have at least one new contestant in the championship later. Indiana State wins 84-76, high-scoring game. Okay, for Florida State, we have 3 guys in double digits, including Kay Anderson with 19 points and Chapman with 13 points and 9 rebounds. Impressive. Okay, and down here for Indiana State, the man, Larry Bird, 31 points, 5 assists, 13 rebounds. He's the man. And they had 3 other guys in double digits as well. Nix with 15, Gilbert with 16, and Heaton, sounds familiar, with 12. All right, so Larry Bird moves on. I think he can probably carry him for a while. We'll see, though. Number 2, Arkansas will play number 15, North Carolina. 72-64, Arkansas. North Carolina with 3 guys in double digits, including led by Wood with 18 points. Really nothing else there. Down here, though, for Arkansas, we have 2 guys at 10 points, and then Moncrief. Sidney Moncrief? I could be wrong. 30 points. but he also had 7 turnovers. So, I don't know. But 7 rebounds. I don't know. I like this plus-minus stat, you know. Anyway, so Arkansas will play Indiana State in the second round. All right, up here, we have number 5 Weber State versus number 12 Montana. Weber State in a kind of a snoozer, 55-45 over Montana. Ooh, Montana, 4 assists in the entire game. 4. Not much to talk about. 11-point guy led. For Weber State, they had 3 guys over double digits, led by Howland off the bench with 14. I guess the less said about this here game, the better. And that's a 5 seed, so I don't know if they're going to be going very far. Number 4, Texas. And again, by the way, only that one upset in the first matchup so far. Number 4, Texas. Number 13, Nebraska. Texas keeps the high seed winning going with a drubbing of Nebraska, 80-59. Nebraska, 3 guys in double-digit scoring, led by A. Smith with 17. Man, let's get Banks off the court. A plus-minus of -20. Sorry, Banks, I'm just ragging on you. Down here for Texas, 4 guys in the double digits, including Branyan with 22 points and 10 rebounds. Krivax, 18 points, not a single rebound. Interesting. And then Jay Moore, 10 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. That's a good game. All right. When will our next upset be? I know in real life, Penn from the Ivy League upset for 3 or 4 rounds. They just kept going. Number 8, Tulsa will play number 9, Virginia Tech. Tulsa, 90 points over Virginia Tech, 77. Virginia Tech with 3 guys over double digits, led by L. Henson with 22 points and 7 boards. W. Robinson, 8 points and 11 rebounds. Okay. Tulsa, 3 guys over double digits, including Peel with 23, T. Sims with 16, and Sublett with 13. And they had 2 guys on the bench with more than 10 rebounds. Jay Cooper with 11 and Lindblad with 13. All right. So Tulsa with 90 points. It's one of the higher numbers in this tournament so far. Matter of fact, let's go back and look. I know the opener had 2 teams over 100. New Mexico, the only upset with 103. And the 90 that we just had by Tulsa is the second best so far. Okay, number 1 South Alabama will play number 16 Baylor. Baylor! We have a 16 seed beating a number 1 seed on camera. Baylor upsets South Alabama 86-79. And Baylor, I hardly knew her. 4 people over 20 points, and I think I see why. Is this the microwave out there? V. Johnson, 26 points, 9 assists. Nunley, 10 points, 11 rebounds. Mays, 23 points. Teagle, 12 points. And then South Alabama, the number 1 seed here, somehow, had 3 guys in double-digit scoring, led by R. White with 27. Wow. So I'm talking about upsets and stuff, and then Baylor comes out and says, "Oh yeah, we'll do it." Okay, number 2. This is the champion, where the champion is right now. So we'll start off with 6 LSU and 11 Indiana. LSU wins 74-64. Woodson, 28 points, 8 rebounds in a losing effort. Tolbert with 13. And then LSU with 3 guys over 10, led by Scales with 20. E. Martin, this is a fantastic game. 17 points, 5 steals, 7 assists, and only 1 turnover. That's spectacular. All right, so LSU moves on. Next game is for my buddy Ryan. Number 3 Alabama versus number 14 Appalachian State. Appy State beats Alabama. There you go, Ryan. They're moving on, 70-61. They got 3 guys in double digits, including Peyton, 14 points, 8 rebounds. He led the way there. Only 13 turnovers, 20 fouls. That's not very many. And then Alabama had 3 guys over 10, led by Phillips with 18. Not much else. Okay. Boy, the last tournament was a little bit more exciting, right? With Lou Alcindor doing his thing. So we have number 7 Tennessee versus number 10 Purdue. Purdue upsets Tennessee 70-60 on the back of Jay Carroll's 25-point, 13-rebound game. Very nice. And Tennessee had 2 guys over 10 and led by Crosby with 19. Look at this guy's name, Bertelkamp. And it's Bemmendorfer versus Bertelkamp. Love it. Threes. This guy's waiting for the 3-pointers. Oh, he got nine rebounds. Maybe he's not. Excuse me, everybody. Okay, and now we've got the other Michigan team. Number 2 Toledo playing number 15 Central Michigan. Yes. Let's go Central. Nope, Toledo wins 74-56. Central did not have a single player over 10 points. Or 10 rebounds, or 10 assists. Ugh. That's ugly. They do have a guy named McCool on their team, though. Nothing wrong with that. He had 9 rebounds to lead the team in 13 minutes. Down here for Toledo, D. Miller with 24 points. Knuckles. Wonder how fast he can move up and down the court. 15 points, or if he's just kind of a bruiser. So there we go. Toledo walks away with that. All right, number 5 Citadel, number 12 Louisiana Tech. Citadel annihilates Louisiana Tech, and by almost 30. Tech had Ivory with 15 points and 10 boards. Okay. Citadel, 4 guys over 10, including 2 over 20. Swing with 20, and Slauson with 24 points and 14 rebounds. And then Nesbitt with 16 points, 3 steals, 10 assists, and 5 rebounds. Really good game. So Citadel. Oh, there's another Michigan team. Number 4 Detroit, I'm guessing. And number 13 Bowling Green State. Detroit, third highest scoring team effort of the tournament, defeats Bowling Green State 99-87. Bowling Green has D. Gray with 25 points. Barnes, 15 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds. Man, put a team around this guy. And Detroit has 5 guys over 10, including 2 over 20. Durod with 22 and Jay Davis with 21. And then McCormick, 10 points and 13 assists. Great team effort. 32 assists, 18 turnovers. They know how to move the ball. I like how all 3 Michigan teams ended up in the same bracket. Number 8, Notre Dame. Number 9, Lamar. Notre Dame, high-scoring affair, wins by 7, 96-89. We have a big scorer alert. Lamar's led by 35-point, 14-rebound Kia. Wow. And they had 3 other guys over double digits. And Notre Dame has 6 guys over 10, led by T. Jackson with 21. There's Kelly Tripucka. I know that one. He's really waiting for the 3-pointer. 14 points. I might have that wrong on the 3-pointer, but I know that the guy can score. Okay. I thought Mark Aguirre was in this tournament somewhere. Maybe we haven't found him yet. And now we have number 1 Michigan State, the real-life champions, playing number 16 Eastern Kentucky. If Eastern Kentucky wins this game, you might hear a thud. Okay, Michigan State 95, Eastern Kentucky 62. All right. Tillman with 25 points and 10 boards for Eastern Kentucky. And for the state, 6 guys over double digits, led by Greg Kelser with 23 points and 13 rebounds. Vincent, 11 points, 6 block shots, 8 rebounds. And then Magic, 17 points, 3 steals, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. This team just gets it done, right? All right. That's that bracket. Now we'll move on to number 1. Which is where 25-1 Duke lays in wait. All right, we have number 6 Virginia versus number 11 Penn. Penn, the team that did all of the upsets in real life. Can they start here? They do. Penn wins 79-71. I love it. They have 3 guys over 10, including T. Price with 26 points and 9 rebounds, T. Smith with 13 points, 5 assists, and 13 rebounds, and then Salters with 15 points and 5 steals. Okay. And then down here, Virginia has four guys over 10 in a losing effort, including Castellan with 16 points and 10 boards, and Lamp with 22 points. All right. So Penn starts off their miracle story again. Number 3, Georgetown. Number 14, Temple. Oh, my apologies. This video will run a little long because this is a full 64-team tournament. Temple knocks out Georgetown 63-62. Tell me that's a buzzer beater. I've been waiting for a buzzer beater. Temple, give it to us. Nope. Georgetown just tried to come back. All right, well, let's look at the stats. Temple has 4 guys over double digits, but nobody over 15. Just kind of a, hey, we're here. And Georgetown, Sleepy Floyd, 17 points. And Jay Duran with 12. Okay. All right, now we have a Ivy League matchup of number 7 Columbia playing number 10 Princeton. Yep. Princeton upsets Columbia, sort of, 55-49. All on the back of this dude Roma with 27 points and 12 rebounds. Almost half of their team is this one guy. And they win by 6. Okay, Columbia's got 2 guys over 10, but the star here is Free with 13 points and 13 rebounds. Wow. Okay, moving on to number 2 Syracuse, number 15 George Washington. George Washington, high scoring, but loses by 6, 94-88 to Syracuse. G-Dub, 4 guys over 10, led by Zagardo with 16. And Syracuse, 4 guys over 10, led by Bowie. Is that the Bowie out there? 20 points, 8 rebounds. This guy's got a fun game. Shackelford, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and 5 points. That's interesting. But yeah, is that the Bowie? Like Sam Bowie, who got picked in front of Michael Jordan? No, it wouldn't be, would it? Not this far back. Okay, never mind. Never mind. All right, moving on. Number 5, Northeast Louisiana will play number 12, Georgia Tech. And lose. Georgia Tech will win 63-54. Wow. Just a balanced attack. 8 points, 8 points, 8 points, 11 points, 14 points. I mean, they just kind of played. And then Northeast Louisiana is led by C-Nat with 21 points and 11 rebounds, but I guess D. Hall with his 15 points too. I don't know. It was just kind of there. Okay. Number 4, Mercer. Number 13, VCU. Mercer 83-78 victory. VCU. 4 people over 10 points, including L. Watson with 20. And Mercer with 4 guys over double digits as well, led by Miles. 19 points, 10 rebounds. Not too shabby. Mercer moves on. Number 8, Air Force will play number 9, St. John's. And Air Force beats St. John's 65-56. St. John's didn't get much out of their team. Player led the way with 14 points. Not a lot else. But Air Force has 2 guys over 20. I mean, they combined for 48 of the 65 points. They almost won by themselves. Gricius, 21 points, 10 rebounds. And T. Harris with 27 points. Interesting. Oh, and Mahoney with 4 steals. That's pretty good, too. And here we go. Duke, the number 1 seed in the nation at 25-1, will play number 16 West Virginia. And lose. West Virginia just beat Duke 58-49. What just happened? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, Perno leads West Virginia with 15 points and 6 rebounds. And Jay Lewis with 10 points and 9 rebounds in a game that he fouls out. And then Duke just doesn't do anything right. They got 2 guys that took too many shots. Banks had 19 points, but he missed 9 shots. And then Jaminski, 15 points and 9 rebounds, and he fouled out while missing 9 shots. So 13 turnovers. Hold on. West Virginia only made 3 turnovers. That, against the number 1 seed in the nation? Nance. That name sounds familiar. Nance. I did not see Mark Aguirre. I wonder if he... Spanarkle. So Duke is gone. Wow, that's 2 number 1s that fell. We're going to start right here and work our way back down. The upset Cinderella team, West Virginia, will play number 8, Air Force. And win. 16 seed. Wins again. Jay Lewis, 22 points, 11 rebounds. They only made 9 turnovers again. Perno, 8 points, 8 assists. And Air Force had 4 guys in double digits, including Gricius with 16. Wow. Okay, moving on. This is getting kind of long here. But West Virginia is, let's see, that would be the Sweet 16, right? View the bracket. Nope, that's not what I want. I want look at the finals here. Yeah, they should be in the Sweet 16. Maybe it'll pop up when I'm all done. Number 4 Mercer, number 12 Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech beats number 4 Mercer 93-80 behind Drummer with 33 points. Whoa. And Horton, 17 points, 9 rebounds. And Mercer, Miles with 20 points. Dougherty with 18. And Talbot tried 13 points and 8 assists. Wow. The upsets are flying now. Look at this. We got a 12 seed and a 16 seed playing here. I mean, if something wacky happens here, we could have 4 double-digit seeds. Number 2 Syracuse, number 10 Princeton. Can Princeton do this? Oh, they did. 76-75. Please tell me that is a buzzer beater. We're going to go look in a second. Princeton with 4 guys over double digits, including Roma with 31. 31. Syracuse had 5 guys over 10, led by Shackelford with 22. And this Bowie guy, 12 points, 10 assists, or 10 rebounds. Please tell me that's a buzzer beater by Princeton. 38 seconds to go. I guess you could call that, right? You could call that a buzzer beater. With 38 seconds to go, they scored and took the 1-point lead. Princeton! What is happening in this wild, wacky world? So the top seed in the last 4 of this top bracket will be a 10 seed. Okay, number 14 Temple, number 11 Penn. Penn destroys Temple 81-55. Temple doesn't really have much to talk about. Penn does. 4 guys over 10, led by M. White with 16 points and 14 rebounds. Okay. That bracket, goodness me. Okay, number 2. This is Michigan State, baby. Let's go. Number 1, Michigan State. Number 8, Notre Dame. Spartans squeak. Notre Dame tried. Squeak, 67-64. Tripucka with 13 points. Okay, Lambier. How did I miss him the first time around? Bill Lambier, 11 points, 6 rebounds, in a losing effort for Notre Dame. And in Michigan State, all 5 starters at double-digit points. Magic, 18 points, 5 assists, 8 rebounds. And Greg Kelser with the 15-point game. Okay, so MSU still goes. They're the top seed left. Number 4, Detroit, plays number 5, Citadel. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. And Detroit destroys Citadel 89-64, even though Swing scores 20 points for Citadel. But Durod and Kirtan had matching 27-point games. And then McCormick with 11 assists and 6 turnovers. So I guess 11 assists isn't all that impressive, is it? Swing up here, though, adds 6 steals. Okay. So Detroit will play Michigan State. Toledo, number 2 versus number 10, Purdue. Toledo beats Purdue 71-59. Purdue, nothing really huge to talk about there. And Toledo had Swaney with 20 points. That's pretty much it. Just okay. And then we've got number 6 LSU playing number 14 Appy State. LSU destroys Appy State 85-51. A 34-point victory. That's ugly. Peyton, 12 points, 12 rebounds. He had a double-double in the first round, too. Down here, LSU, 4 guys over 10, led by Scales with 20. And then L. Green, 16 points, 10 rebounds. E. Martin, what a game. 12 points, 5 steals, 9 assists. He threw in 4 boards just for the heck of it. All right. There we go. Go down to bracket number 3. Number 8, Tulsa. Number 16, Baylor. Baylor beats Tulsa 83-80. Vinnie Johnson, I'm guessing, 29 points, 13 assists. Mays, 23 points, 10 assists. Yeah, those guys are dragging Baylor to deep waters. And Tulsa had 4 guys over 10. The big game, I guess, was L. Johnson with 13 points and 16 rebounds, and Keys with 16 points and 9 rebounds. Wow, Baylor, a 16 seed. That's 2 16 seeds there, isn't it? I mean, yep, West Virginia and Baylor. Incredible. Okay. Number 4, Texas. Number 5, Weber State. Texas beats Weber State by 26, 75-49. D. Johnson with 18 points. K. Moore with 10 rebounds in a losing effort. Ouch. Sorry, everybody. Just scratched a scab and it hurt. And then for Texas, Krevox with 20 points. Branyan with 18. And then Stroud with 10 points and 9 rebounds. Okay. Number 2, Arkansas will play Larry Bird and Indiana State. And Arkansas will end the hopes of Bird Johnson in the final. 76-70. And Bird did everything he could. 35 points, 18 rebounds. But he's basically really looks like the only guy that really played. Arkansas, Moncrief, 35 points. So canceled out Bird. Wow. This guy's first name starts with a U. U Reed. I wonder who that is. What just happened? So everything will change. Number 3, Gonzaga, and number 6, NC Charlotte. NC Charlotte beats Gonzaga 60-53 behind Kinch with 80. Sorry, 18 points. And then P. Ward with 11, King with 10, and Gonzaga, I don't know, they almost had 2 guys with double-doubles, Pierce and Cathy, but they didn't really finish them off and lost by 7. All right, to bracket number 4. Number 1, UCLA. Number 8, USC. UCLA wins 77-65. USC just didn't look very good that game, did they? Look at that. No double-digit rebounds. Only one guy with more than 10 points. And then UCLA just kind of swarmed and did it. Greenwood with 19 points. Van Degway with 13 points, 10 boards. Holland with 17 points. R. Hamilton with 6 points and 8 assists. Okay, so we've got 2 number 1 seeds still going. Number 4, Marquette. Number 5, Army. Marquette beats Army 70-59. Easton tried for Army with 20 points, and so did M.B. Brown with 14. Let's see, off the bench, O. Lee with 24 points for Marquette. Toon with 16 points. Ball with 14 rebounds. Okay, so some interesting matchups happening. Number 2, Nevada Reno plays number 7, Oregon State. Nevada Reno continues 84-80 over Oregon State. S. Johnson for Oregon State had 23 points and 12 boards. Radford, though, with 8 turnovers. Oregon State had 24 turnovers. Down here, though, Nevada Reno had some big games. High with 14 points, 7 steals, and 11 assists. And M. Gray with 30 points. Very efficient shooting. So they're looking pretty strong. And then we have number 3, New Mexico, and number 3, San Francisco, and number 11, New Mexico. New Mexico destroys the number 3 seed, 89-63. Let's see, E. Jefferson with 13 points, Abney with 16 points, Roby off the bench with 22 points and 11 boards, and then Saunders, 8 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. For San Francisco, Cartwright with 24 points, but they needed more than just that. So there we go. Round 2 is done. Huge upset with Indiana State. Now that that's done, do they just go here and I can go here? No, of course not. Okay. Well, here we go. We have number 2, Nevada Reno, number 11, New Mexico. Nevada Reno, 98, New Mexico, 88. Bellin with 27 points. Logan, 10 points, 10 rebounds for New Mexico. It's just not enough. 59 points in the first half by Nevada Reno. M. Gray, 23 points. E. Jones, 15 points. S. Hunter off the bench with 17 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. Wow. And then Cusick off the bench with 12 rebounds. This guy almost had a triple-double off the bench. Okay, so Nevada Reno's into the Elite 8. UCLA number 1, Marquette number 4. UCLA continues 82-69. Maybe Van Degway is going to be the challenger for Magic. We'll see. Marquette in the losing effort. We have Worthen with 15 assists and not much else. Toon with 12 points. Ball with 20 points. O. Lee on the bench with 10 points. And then UCLA, all 5 of their starters with double-digit points. And Greenwood throws in 10 boards and 5 blocks. Okay, so UCLA is in the Elite 8. That's a 1-2. That's how that should be, right? Now that should show up. Maybe not. Okay, bracket 3. We have number 2 Arkansas and number 6 NC Charlotte. Arkansas wins a snoozer 63-59. If there were 3-pointers, I'd think maybe. But okay, NC Charlotte, Kinch and King combined for 28 points. And off the bench, Devon with 11. Down here, For Arkansas, you Reed, whoever that is, has 11 points. Moncrief, 8 points, 4 assists, 12 rebounds, and then Hastings with 12 and Shaw with 17 to put Arkansas in the Elite 8. Now we have number 4, Texas, and number 16, Baylor. Texas beats Baylor, ends that Cinderella story, 93-80. V. Johnson, 10 points, 11 assists. Mays, 19 points, 12 rebounds. And then Teagle off the bench with 20 points. Not enough. Oh, wow. Grevox for Texas with 21 points. And then Baxter, Branyan, and Stroud each with 19. Stroud chips in 10 boards. And then Jay Moore with 11 assists and 4 steals and no turnovers. 8 turnovers with 8 steals. That's the recipe to win right there. 45 minutes. Sorry, everybody. It's going to be worth it. In the second bracket, we have number 2, Toledo, playing number 6, LSU. LSU knocks off Toledo, 75-66, behind Scales with 22 points. E. Martin, 7 points, 13 assists. And for Toledo, we had D. Miller with 21 points. Really haven't had a game of the tournament for a winner yet. I mean, the Larry Bird game where he scored 35 with double-digit rebounds was close, but he lost, so that doesn't really count. Okay, number 1, Michigan State. Number 4, Detroit. Michigan State destroys Detroit, 76-47, almost by 30. Detroit, Curitin, 14 points, 4 steals, 9 rebounds. But 20, I don't know. Okay, Vincent, 16 points. Greg Kelser, 22 points. Well, I guess this could be counted as the game of the tournament. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. Magic Johnson, 17 points, 3 block shots, 6 steals, 12 assists, 11 rebounds. That's a triple-double with no turnovers and no fouls. Can you play more perfect than that? Okay, yeah, he missed 3 free throws and missed 3 field goals, but what in the world? Okay. That's the game of the tournament so far. The perfect triple-double with 6 steals. All right. The wackiest bracket I've ever seen. Number 10, Princeton. Number 11, Penn. And Penn makes the Elite 8, 64-56, behind T. Price with 19 points and Salters with 16. Roma tried his best with 20 points. And T. Young off the bench with 11. Wow. But Princeton was 17-57 from the field. You can't miss 40 shots and expect to win many games, especially not in a tournament. Okay, number 12, Georgia Tech. And number 6, West Virginia. 16, West Virginia. Sorry. Georgia Tech beats West Virginia 70-60. Perno with 19 points, Elmore with 14, and then down here we have Drummer with 26 points. Okay, we have the Elite 8 set up. I always go back to look. I hope springs eternal that it'll just be on this page. Maybe you'll do it when it's the Final Four. Okay, here we go. Number 11, Penn. Number 12, Georgia Tech in the Elite 8. Georgia Tech goes to the Final Four, 67-65. T. Brown with 19, Drummer with 16, and then Horton, 13 points, 17 rebounds. Beating a game Penn team behind T. Price with 22 points, T. Smith with 19, and then M. White with 12 and 11. Now that's a 2-point victory. Is that a buzzer beater by Georgia Tech? Kind of, I guess. They scored 4 points in the last minute and a half to win the game. Okay. So Georgia Tech goes to the Final Four, and they got to show up. There we go. Will they play Michigan State? Number 6 LSU, number 1 Michigan State. Michigan State makes the Final Four, 77-61. For LSU, Scales with 13 and E. Brown with 11 points. Up here for the Spartans, Vincent with 18 points and 11 boards. Greg Kelser, 13 points and 9 boards in a game he fouls out in. And then Magic takes a big step back, kind of. 19 points, 7 assists. I guess he didn't feel like he needed it. So they're in the Final Four. Okay, bracket 3. Number 2, Arkansas. Number 4, Texas. Arkansas makes the Final Four, 71-65 over Texas. Branyan with 25 points. Stroud with 10 points and 12 boards in a losing effort. Moncrief, 22 points, 18 of 18 from the free throw line. So you got to stop fouling that dude. That's why you lost. And then you Reed, 14 points. All right. One more game, and we've got our Final Four. Hope everybody's enjoying this as much as I am. Number 2, Nevada Reno. And number 1, UCLA. UCLA goes to the Final Four, 87-59. 4 people over 10 points, including Greenwood and Hamilton with 20. Hamilton chips in 11 assists. Nevada Reno had 4 guys with double digits, including E. Jones, 16 points and 12 rebounds, but they made 21 turnovers and missed 42 shots. So now we're in the Final Four. And let's go take a peek at our Final Four. We have UCLA playing Arkansas and Georgia Tech playing Michigan State. UCLA, Arkansas first. Oh, I guess I probably have to play here first. Nope. Yeah. All right. We'll just UCLA, Arkansas, and UCLA goes to the championship over Arkansas, 83-65. Arkansas, Moncrief, 36 points. Man. Down here, UCLA with 3 pretty decent games. Hamilton with 11 points. Holland, 20 points, 6 assists. Greenwood, 35 points, 12 rebounds. Only 1 foul. Man. Okay, so UCLA is in the championship. And Michigan State will play Georgia Tech. And squeak, 75-69. So Michigan State is in the championship where they should be. Magic, 24 points, 9 assists. Kelser, 16 points. And then Vincent, 14 points. Somewhat efficient shooting. They only missed 2 free throws. That's really good. Drummer, in the losing effort, 24 points and 8 boards. So, okay. We have our national championship. UCLA and Michigan State. Should probably give State the home court advantage because they were a higher seed. All right. Here we go. Michigan State or UCLA, and Michigan State wins the championship, 89-76. I love it. I love it. Okay, for UCLA in a losing effort, Hamilton, 7 points, 9 assists. Holland, 12 points. Van Degway, 18 points. Greenwood, 19 points. And G. Sims, 9 rebounds. For the champions, Vincent K. and M. Berkovich with 10 points each. Greg Kelser, 21 points, 8 rebounds. And I guess you got to call him the tournament MVP, Magic Johnson, 23 points, 2 blocks, 3 steals, 13 assists, and 6 rebounds. There you go. Michigan State is your champion. I guess we can go see the leaders of this, I think. And see what the thing says for MVP. It's got to be Magic, right? I mean, his team won. He had that amazing game. Vinnie Johnson, Danny Ainge, Sidney Moncrief. I had a couple of those names right. Alrighty. Oh, the highs of the whole thing. Moncrief with the 36 points. 19 rebounds by Cartwright. 15 assists by Worthen. 7 steals by High. 8 blocks by Watson and Stroud. Okay, MVP. Sorry, that doesn't change that. But the MVP race is Magic Johnson. With 19.7 points per game, he had 8 blocks, 16 steals. What is that? It's like 9-something assists and over 6 rebounds. Not bad at all, Magic. You are the MVP. And your team is the national champion like it should be. Hope you enjoyed this video. Later today, I will finish the regular season of the 1982 NCAA football. I hope nobody's offended by me stretching this to a 64-team tournament. I think it was a lot more fun this way. I can't believe that Larry Bird didn't make it. I mean, if you look here, I'll point it out. He was number 2 for his 2 games with 33 points a game, and the only person who beat him was a guy who played 1 game, and he led with rebounds with 15.5. So I mean, anyway, yeah, that was fun. Go Spartans.